Cornhole organization, the sanctioning body and authority on cornhole since 2005. Scan now to get active, stay active, and compete at any skill level. Join the ACO family now at AmericanCornhole.com.
Well, happy Saturday night and welcome back to the center of the Cornhole universe. It happens to be South Bend, Indiana, here for the ACO Major and Pro Series Extravaganza Thanksgiving weekend. Finn the Loudmouth for the ACO side by side with my man, the Mississippi Ninja, Phillip Barnett, and I said that we are not going back on the air until we have Bob Heil versus Drew Waking, and the one of them has to be up 2-0. So finally we found that criteria, and here we are back to center court. Glad to have you along.
Did you see a bag by Bob right there?
Bob just threw it onto the side, onto the pitch pad, and gave himself a round of applause. So there you go. So that's going to turn a 2-0 into a 2-2. It looks like maybe you could have a little bit, maybe picked up an
Hey, look, he's laughing. Bob, have you ever seen Bob laugh like that? No, not me.
Phil's hot. You just got a compliment from the truck, my man.
All right, man.
How's that?
Coming in hot.
Coming in hot. All right, very good. So welcome. It has been quite a weekend. It's been a pro series that we saw, I'll tell you what, the beginning of what has become a pretty dominant weekend from Douglas Parker. He took over $1,100 away from that pro series and then came back and took doubles just a little while ago earlier this afternoon. And I tell you, he and his partner, now, have they played together before?
No, never.
He and Lonnie Campos?
That's 4 for Bob, too, right there, man.
He's got to like that.
You want to see guys run bags. This is going to be a game of running bags, and whoever doesn't win is out of here.
Is out. That's
is
it.
Out of here.
We're in the loser bracket portion of bracket A. We've got 4 singles main brackets. We will take what?
Top 8.
Top 8 out of all
2
of them.
in each bracket.
Re-bracket it, and then we will be underway because we still got 3 or 4 hours of solid cornhole entertainment ready to rock and roll. I've said rock and roll a lot this weekend.
Yeah, you did.
Is it because we're closer to Cleveland?
Absolutely. Oh, and that's a bad bag, and there's a bad face.
Mm-hmm. One of the many faces of Bob Heil. That's not the one he wants you to see much.
Like I said, these guys, there's not going to be anything fancy. There's not going to be any blocks. They're just going to see who can run the most bags in the hole. And right now, Bob's getting the best of Drew, but Drew's going to pick up 2 right here, I'm sure, unless I jinx him.
Oh,
and it went round and round. I almost jinxed him.
Had to circle the drain to get it back in right to left. But what a weekend. Yeah, it really has been something here in South Bend. And this is always a challenge because we come in on Thanksgiving Day, have to set up very early on Friday. Kudos to the crew that made it happen here and those that are running a tournament that has over 400 singles players. And we're going to be here long into the evening. Hopefully you'll be able to stick around with us, whether you're watching on the YouTube channel or possibly on the Facebook, as well as part of the ACO Digital Network. But glad to have you along no matter where you are checking us out from.
And Bob with another bag off to the right. And 2, I don't know what he did. He didn't try to chase it. He just missed it. And he just going here to just keep a minimum of 4. There it is. Oh, it barely dripped in there. Nice bags.
All right. Handful of folks checking us out. AP Snyder, just talked to him, his first ACO major a moment ago. He was on his way out, heading back out. He said it's been an awesome time. Thanks for putting it on, AP. So glad to have you, brother. We look forward to you and all of those that love cornhole the way you do in your area becoming part of the ACO family. Hopefully you had as good a time as we think you did, and it seems like you did. And I've heard a lot of that this weekend, Phil.
You know, I've heard it several times from people. Hey, man, this is my first major, but I promise you this is not going to be my last.
That's
Absolutely.
exactly what he said.
And
exactly what he said.
These tournaments are ran precise, mostly on time. There's some snafus every now and then. You're going to have that when you got 400 players in the building.
And you know the other thing, too, is we go venue to venue and everything. There's so many variables that you have to contend with, internet service, Wi-Fi service, all these different things that make it possible to be able to bring it to you here on the stream. Bob's got an opportunity to come in here and at least run through. And they get stuck.
Oh, wow.
So what's that, 10 on 4? Is that a 6 spot?
I think so.
Yeah, it is.
Wow.
Oof. I think I love Bob. Bob's one of my favorite people in the ACO, but he seems to have an allergy to center court. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's true. It happens to people,
I'm not saying
though,
that
man.
to be rude. I'm just saying he will play lights out, lights out, lights out, and then all of a sudden lights on.
Listen, are you ready for this?
What's that?
Daniel Wine is up 20. Oh, I'm sorry, take that back. He was up 20 to something, and he just lost 21-20 to Nate Stevens.
Oh, my goodness.
He was up 20-14.
Is
He
that
gave
right?
up a 7 spot in that last round and took the
Wow.
Nate Stevens moves on barely.
So Nate will then take on what, CJ Slagans.
And we're going to get that right here on center court, correct?
Yeah, that should be up here next after this game, unless they decide to run it for time's purposes. But we're trying to get down to the champions set up here for Bracket A. Again, Bracket B, C, and D still in full effect. You can follow along on Scoreholio. We'll do the best to bring you the best games we can, possibly.
Good bag, but they just held up.
One of each.
Now, Bob, is he going to go backside and try to score here? He needs to get off of that 6 he's been stuck on for a little while.
Yeah, he's going up.
And it's long. He gives up a 1.
Side. 2 off the back.
Is
So
that
he got
8
4.
on 4?
It's
Yeah.
8 on 4, so he gives up 4.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, I don't know if it's the South Bend water or what it is, but my math has gotten a lot better. My cancellation scoring skills have gotten a lot better. It also probably helps that I can see the tablet.
Yeah. I can't see that tablet, though. It's too dark for me, yeah.
Really?
Maybe that's why I throw so bad in here.
Yeah. You never know.
Drew picked up a 4 spot right there on that last round. He's up 18-6, and Bob's got one out of play again.
Let's see what other games are going on around the La Bracket.
Bracket A was loaded.
It was loaded.
It was loaded.
That was not the one you wanted to find yourself
and
in.
guess which one I was in?
Let me see. Bracket, was it A?
Bracket A. Oh, and this could be the game. Drew goes in, and Bob is eliminated.
Wow, and
that's going to do it. He can still pull that bag on the left. I've seen it done before.
All right, we'll keep our fingers crossed as to extend the game up and over. And he
almost did.
I'll tell you what, that was a valiant effort by Bob Heil right there to go in there and try to grab that corner. But Drew Waking comes in and lays waste to Bob Heil, and he will move on. Nate Stevens, CJ Slagans will be up here next on
finals of that A bracket that is loaded. How about that?
Yep.
And I can't wait.
It's possible. Will we see that Slagans match, or will we see?
We need to get it moved over here if we can.
Yeah, Nate Stevens, CJ Slagans, but there's also the opportunity for Drew Waking and Rudy Fernandez.
One of our favorite players.
Yep. Kaz Barkley and Gary Rohrig are getting ready to square off in the losers bracket. Daniel Wine will be on the lookout for the winner of that game. Great time since AP got to meet both you guys and made the main bracket. Pretty solid day.
I love it, man.
Gotta love it.
Time you make the main bracket in this field, you've done really, really good.
400-plus singles players.
Absolutely.
And, what a weekend it has been. And, we'll take a moment in between to recognize all of our champions. Juniors, it was Carson Gingrich, an Indiana fella, wins over Sammy Van Sickle in 2. McKenna Kopp won over Kennedy Meineke in 2. Tony Pena actually double-dipped Doug McClure to take seniors, and Ashley and Craig Irvin were over Jimmy and Kelly Naylor for co-ed. Bagmaster quads, it was Ruthless Bags over TNT, and if I remember correctly, in the big blind draw, Evan Vanos and Gary Rohrig ended up taking that big blind draw.
We just saw Gary here on center court.
Yes, we did. And Doug Parker and Lonnie Campos beat Bob Vonch and Mike Smith for World Doubles earlier today, and he's had himself quite a weekend, has Douglas
Parker. He really has.
And that is a factoid you can take to the bank with you. A couple of other quick reminders of where we're going to be heading to. Let's see if I can find the schedule handy.
Can I say check every time you say where you're heading?
Huh?
Every time you say, I'm going to say check if I'm going to be there. How about
that? December 6 and 7, Fresno, California.
Unchecked.
December 13, 14. And December 13, 14, we're going to be doing a 2 Scoops weekend, the ACO Dallas Major.
Possible.
Right. Pseudo check. And then the Concord, North Carolina.
No.
Uncheck for you.
Yeah.
Fort Smith, Arkansas.
Check.
December 20 and 21. Then we will be back together for another Pro Series with a $10,000 prize package on the line there just for the Pro Series. And that's going to be on January 2, 3, and 4, 2025 in Throwansboro, Kentucky. And then off to Beloit, Wisconsin, Knoxville, Medford, Dalton, Clarksville, Tulsa, Europe, Bentonville, Peoria. Back together, you and I, Shreveport, Bossier, Toledo, Upland, Texas again at AJ Sports Complex there with Jonathan
Maybe.
Zarzinski. Duluth, Minnesota.
No.
Mobile.
Yes, check.
So 5 major in Chicago, Illinois. Heading back to
No.
that one. Camp Margaritaville in Auburndale, Florida. Check.
Maybe.
I'm going to that one with my Speedo,
Yeah.
whether we do anything together or not. And by that I mean announcing. Branson on the final Pro Series. Skins.
Check.
The Pro Series major. All right, I'm going to adjust volumes here. I think I've got everything way too hot.
We're not going to get that Nate Stevens and C.J. Saglantz because they're both going into the final 8
April.
bracket.
Yep.
So they're
So
not
they're
going to be
frozen.
playing. Yeah,
they're going to
that's
freeze
frozen.
that game. That's right, because we're
Absolutely.
taking 4 brackets, 2 per.
Yes.
So we'll have that final bracket of 8
So
ready to go.
The winner of this, hold on.
Got to go make sure
Yeah.
I've got everything set just the way we want it. Very good.
And how about we just talked to Scott Beck, and they had a snafu up with the bags, and he threw out a turn or something.
That was his snafu.
Yeah, it was his snafu, and Rudy Fernandez tried to give it back to him.
Yeah.
He tried to, and that's what kind of guy Rudy is, man. He's just a great dude,
Well,
man.
and you know what? It says something
Yeah.
about both those guys. Rudy said, don't sweat it.
Yes.
Let's just redo it.
Yes.
And then Scott said, nope, I
Nope,
effed it up.
I messed it up,
And that's on me.
I will take it.
And he did, and he took it. So
And that's the kind of players we have
both
here,
of
man.
them.
It was, one's wanting to really ease up on the other, and the other says, no, I made a mistake.
it is self-governing.
Yes,
it certainly
it is.
And I would tell you the other thing is, you look around different places, and there seems to be people that just thrive on controversy and thrive
Absolutely.
on bad blood and thrive on drama.
We don't do that.
None of that, man. No intention for any of that. Boy, look at these two. These guys are throwing darts.
Yeah.
This might be Premier League darts right
Absolutely,
here.
man.
That's
Here we
good
go.
stuff. This is going to be a beauty right
Down
here.
and back.
Drew Waking and my man,
I love Rudy Fernandez.
Yeah.
I'm not. I like Drew Waking too. Don't get me wrong. And look, I had a talk with Drew earlier, and I asked him about calling Dustin Aaron out. He
Yeah.
said Dustin was the best one in that draw, and
Yeah.
I want to play the best.
yeah, you want to.
I'm trying to get better at this game, is what he said.
Sure.
And to do that, you have to play the better players. That's Drew. He is eyeing that thing.
You know what? No matter what
Nice
month of the
bag.
year it is, it's always April.
Nice bag. He's going to pick up 2 here if Rudy can get in there. Yep.
You know what's fun to watch about Rudy is Rudy's right arm seems to be completely independent of his
Yeah,
entire body.
it does.
It has its own pace of play, no matter where his head is.
He normally wears a hat too. He's been going hatless, man. You
Yep.
shave that head off. You don't want to hide up that bald head,
Yeah.
man. Take the hat off.
He's been featuring the dome
Yeah.
last couple times I've seen him, as a matter of fact. Look, these guys both, I don't know what they're throwing, but they're throwing bags that looked a lot
Yeah,
like
those
each
are
other.
Luckies, and these are ruthless.
Well, yeah, I guess I should have
Yep.
known the Luckies.
Yep.
Duh.
Could go with the jersey. I don't know.
You know, it's easier to tell the bags apart when they do this.
Yeah, it is.
'Cause
I'm
you-
trying to pay attention so I don't get confused.
Because you
they're-
don't have to,
Yeah.
right? Run through that,
That's a
clean
nice
it all
bag
up,
by
nicely
both
done.
guys.
We're looking at a double 4-bagger, I do believe.
Yeah, I don't have anything to tell you.
Oh, social. He yelled
Rudy tucked
social.
it in.
He yelled social right
There
when
we go.
It's like you knew.
I love that guy.
It's like you knew we were talking about you.
You better not mess that social up, Rudy.
Yeah, when somebody throws a bag and yells social, you got to love that.
Don't mess it up, Rudy. Don't throw one out of play there.
All right, so if you're checking us out on YouTube, feel free to throw your comments down into it. I want to absolutely encourage you to use that as much as you can. Become a subscriber to the ACO YouTube channel.
And Drew has yet to miss a bag in this match.
Yeah, it's sort of hard to beat a guy who's throwing a 12.1.
Yeah, really. And Rudy's got another one. Don't chase Rudy. That's going to be a bad chase. I'm going to tell you that right
Yeah.
now.
Trevor Snow says, I got Drew 21-12. He must be a Rush fan. Chris Saxon says, let's
that
go,
was a
Rudy.
bad chase, and that's a 6-point play right there.
Going to be a problem.
So I'm telling you, I saw it coming.
based on the chase.
Yep. Trey Howard, Andrea, Mimi tuning in.
Very good.
13 others. I love it. Hello,
All right.
folks. Tell me where you're watching from.
How about this? I mean, they appear to be throwing bag for bag, but 8-0.
8-0. Drew says, I'm not going to miss a bag on you, Rudy.
And Drew's throwing a lot faster today than we've
I thought
ever
he was
seen him
slowed
throw.
down.
You really?
Yeah.
See, I feel like he's really letting it go. He usually typically will.
He's aiming right before Rudy throws.
Yeah,
I
he
mean,
is, and he usually waited till the opponent's throw had hit the board before he started sighting it up.
And Rudy's sitting there thinking, Drew, are you ever going to miss a bag?
Right, and the answer
Drew
is
says no.
no.
That's 16 for 16, Finn.
Another couple there. It's going to crack double digits.
What's up, Trey? Chris Norris says, let's go, Rudy Fernandez. There's a lot of Rudy Fernandez fans out there.
Yeah.
I've played Rudy before, and it was so much fun playing that guy.
You know what I think? I think there are a lot of Rudy Fernandez fans out there, whether they play cornhole or not.
Absolutely, I agree. He's
You know what
such
I
a
mean?
good dude, man. Such a good dude. We're watching on the way home, Chris Norris. I hope you're not driving like me. And there's a block. I like it.
A host of folks checking us out on the YouTube channel. Glad to have you there for the ride. Oh, and up and over, he takes the shot. You know what? I love it. Down 10-0. You got to make something happen. Oh, and look at that.
He got Rudy's back, too. Now he's got one push left to stay perfect in this game. Rudy's going to try to bully him out.
But with Rudy having one off the back, he didn't need to do that. But
No.
he just said, I'm going to do it. I'm going to try to
He tried to change something up.
shut this door as quickly as I can.
Drew did not play doubles today. Why not? Nah.
Look at
nice
that. What a
shot.
shot. Even Rudy said, great
Yeah.
shot. Coming in hot.
Oh, and
nice.
he kept Drew perfect with that, though.
Yes,
That's
he did.
3 more for Drew.
He left it. He's helping his PPR.
He said, Drew, I don't want to ruin your PPR. Let me just run this right through everything.
Let me take care of that for you.
It's always great. We get Rudy Fernandez on this court.
Trey Howard, how you doing?
Yeah, good player out of Mississippi, man. Made pro status from last year.
And the funny thing, too, about Rudy is you can't tell if he came in first or last.
No, you can't. He's
You
the
just
same all
can't.
the time.
Yeah. 13-0 right now. Drew Waking holds a substantial but not insurmountable lead.
And Drew's only throwing a 12 right now.
Is that all?
That's all.
Yeah.
But he's got one that very possible he's not going to get.
I think that might be the end of his 12 string right there.
Nice bag right
Nicely
there,
done
Rudy.
From Rudy, yeah, to move his
Yeah.
other bag into play. Drew probably take care of it for him, and he does.
Rudy with a chance to pick up 2. There
And
it
he
is.
does. He
Rudy
pulls in
breaks
one off the
ice.
backside, drips it in there. Look at that. He's like, now I want to talk.
His step picked up a little bit.
I want
too.
to talk. I want to talk. And Drew's like, I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk.
Drew don't want to talk to anybody. I'm going to tell you that right now. Although I did get some stuff out of him today.
Did you?
I did. So,
What a weekend it has been here in South Bend. The Century Center has been a great host, as always. Found another venue here in town. We may be coming back as early as
I hear ya.
February
I
for
heard that.
a second major here in South Bend, Indiana. Did Notre Dame win today? Did we ever?
I think they were up. I'm not
Did we
sure.
ever see a final on that? I want to check. I feel like
Espen Jackson, a good young player out of Mississippi, tuning in. John Gilmore, trying a wannabe announcer, and Steffi B is tuning in with us. Finn.
right on.
Randy McClendon. Stacy Fountain says Rudy.
Yeah, and you got to think. As I said, when you're in the shadow of Notre Dame, you feel like Rudy has the advantage.
Yep.
Old school joke. Notre Dame wins 49-35 over USC today. The aforementioned Rudy going to take a timeout, go down and take a look at things.
That probably put Notre Dame in the playoffs right there.
Yep. Alabama took out Auburn 28-14.
I heard that earlier.
Let's see. Any other game?
Alabama, that's going to put Alabama in with 2 losses,
Well,
one to Oklahoma.
Alabama could lose 8 and be in the playoffs.
They're going to get in. They lost
Stop
to
it.
Oklahoma and Vanderbilt.
Well, they're going to win the national
You're
championship.
probably right.
Yep. Tennessee ended up taking out Vandy, who had an early lead. South Carolina beats Clemson, much to the chagrin. Good shot.
He liked that.
Yeah.
He didn't. He got one to go.
Yep.
I think that's 2 of Drew's bags out front. What's Drew gonna do? Airmail. Backside.
Backside airmail. Yep. Bang. Oh,
I think he took one of Rudy's
I think he
in
took
there.
Rudy's in and bounced himself off the back. So what's that going to be? What?
I think it's 8 on 4, to be honest with you. If I had to guess.
10 on 5.
10 on 5.
So it was doubled
big.
up, just the wrong double.
Yep.
And how about Michigan taking down Ohio State today?
Boy, there's a lot
I tell you, you were talking about
in
snake
Ohio
bit.
State.
Oof. I said, you know how hard it was over here to be announcing live streaming cornhole and also texting friends of mine off the ledge?
I'm sure.
My man Aaron Candler, though, was dancing around and said, I get to be a you-know-what for another year.
Him and Sean Priest, both.
That's the beauty of sports,
Danny
baby.
Rich going to mention Tennessee wins. They're the luckiest team in America.
Yeah. Well, Vandy was up early. Had a chance, but
Hollywood Page and I went out to have some dinner at when we were in Fort Walton.
nice 4-bagger. Social?
Yep, absolutely.
There it is.
But
There it is. He calls the social with Drew throwing the bag.
So we're out to eat lunch, and Tennessee's playing somebody on TV, and they have it on a huge screen there. There's a whole table full of people with orange, man. And this lady walks by and said, ma'am, are y'all like a rope construction crew or something? She said, what are you talking about? I said, oh, y'all dressed in orange. Are y'all been directing traffic somewhere? Oh, no, we're Tennessee fans. Are
Yeah.
you kidding me?
Yeah, your Vols.
I thought Hollywood was going to fall out of his chair.
My Cardinals took the Cats down 41-14
Yep.
today,
Yep.
much to the chagrin of one Keith Blair and many others. Womp, womp. Look
Mark
at this.
Golden from the Goat Pen tuning in with us. How about
looky
how about
here.
the juniors? The juniors world champions taking down the doubles into Goat Pen.
Yep, that's big.
Caleb Rogers and Riley Brewster.
Oh, boy, I tell you, Drew almost took Rudy's bag in there with him, but that's going to be a
10-10.
Washington's right there, keeping it 13 on 7.
Man, I had an update. I still got 2-0. Yeah, 13-7.
What is his PPR in this has got to be?
Drew,
Yeah, it's got to be 11.
he's throwing a 10.78, but Rudy's
What?
throwing a 10.11 now. Rudy's not throwing bad.
I don't know. I feel like Drew should be throwing over an 11.
The last couple rounds, he's gone down. That's going to be a bunched up pile of mess that probably ain't moving.
Oh, good Lord.
Hold on. Watch. Get your kids back.
You need air traffic
Yeah.
control to stop that bad boy. Oh, and he drops one of his own down the backside. A couple up front still.
That's a good layup by Rudy.
Going up.
I believe it's 5 on 5 right now.
Going up hot. Yeah. Oh, and he's drops one and leaves
He's
one
gonna
hanging
get
on the
3, 8 on
backside.
5.
So it'll be a 3 spot.
Yep.
Beasts, says Mark Golden. I don't know exactly what he's talking. Maybe he's talking about these two. Maybe he's talking about Tennessee.
He's talking about Riley Brewster and Caleb Rogers.
Oh, okay.
Taking down that big tournament down at the Goat Pen today.
Penn. And think about that. Think about the amount of talent that's up here in northern Indiana.
Yeah.
But the amount of talent that's at the Goat Pen
Crazy, man.
on a whole different weekend. The ACO is just chock full.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Chock full. And thanks again to the entire crew that made this happen here and those that are listening and watching at home. Up and over.
Oh, nice backside airmail.
Great airmail with no hesitation
Yeah,
whatsoever.
and that's how you get a guy that slides the bags completely down the hole. You got to block, or reblock.
Yeah, I'll
Shoot
tell
a
you.
couple airmails. Hopefully he misses. Oh, wow.
Look at that.
Rudy's bag's hanging in there.
Going up again. Oh, and he gets
Oh,
them
nice
both. Nice
shot, Rudy.
shot.
He's going to make Drew make a push here. This has been a good game, man.
Yeah, it really has. Oh, he came in hot to
Yeah.
try to push through, so it gives Rudy a chance to pick up a couple, and he does.
Let me tell you something. That block with the airmail from Rudy grabs him 2 points out of it.
Very nice. So that's a 12
Yeah.
on 10. That takes the score to 16 on 9. Where are you watching from? What games you been watching today besides great cornhole? Danny Rich says South Carolina winning over Clemson is big.
He's right, too.
Unless, of course, you're a Clemson fan and everybody wants Dabo. Everybody down there wants him strung up by his thumbs, but yeah.
I don't understand wanting to get rid
Well,
of
they're
that
pissed
coach.
off at him about the portal. He doesn't use the portal either.
Well, he better start using it because that's the way this college athletics are going.
You don't want to do it. Army, Navy, and Air Force, and Clemson, I think, are the 4 schools that don't do it. And that's because Army, Navy, and Air Force can't do it.
Yeah, they can't. Army and Navy are in the same conference with my Memphis Tigers.
Yeah, I've heard of them.
Rudy likes that.
Oh,
Drew hits the
boy.
airmail for the 8-8 wash. And Rudy can get him out of his game by talking to him, too, I think.
Well, I tell you what, Drew slowed down a little bit.
Yeah.
He quit lining up during Rudy's shot. He waited till he was done to start lining up that going back this way earlier.
Matt Ledbetter says, how about Lonnie and Doug meeting in the king seat like they talked about in doubles? They must be in a bracket playing each other right now.
I don't know. Yeah, we're in bracket.
Yeah,
what is
we're
this?
in bracket A. I hadn't
A.
looked at any of the other brackets, which I probably should.
Probably.
Nice bag right there. Rudy going to chase this bag? This is a hard chase.
He is. Down 20-9. He's got to make something happen.
Rudy plays with no fear, though.
None.
Oh,
Look at that.
how
What a
about
shot.
that? You got that, I hope.
Oh, we got a replay on that?
That was a nice push.
We will. That was a hurt-worthy.
Absolutely. That was a long push.
That was a long push.
And look, now Rudy go through everything and pick up another two by throwing another block.
Coming in hot.
I have no clue. I think Drew's went down.
I think Drew
Drew wins the
Drew's,
game.
that's going to do
Yeah.
it.
Nice
Well,
showing,
he went for it.
though.
Let's see if we got this replay, though.
Man,
At least
what
give
a
him credit
shot.
where credit is due on this. Look at this push. Look where that bag is. He comes in, bang, and runs it
Man,
all
right,
the way
that's
up.
crazy.
That's a pretty shot right there. That could be up there for shot of the week, even though he didn't end up winning the game.
I guess we are going to finish this CJ and Nate Stevens match. That's right. We got to wait till the somebody's got to win, and then somebody's got to come through the losers bracket. Nate Stevens, my pick to win it all here in the King Seat game against CJ Slugance. It's going to be a good one, Finn.
Winners bracket final out of bracket A. 4 brackets today, A, B, C, and D, as you might imagine.
Florida winning over Florida State 7-0. I think Finn, me, and Eric could grab 9 guys or 8 more guys and go beat Florida State.
You think?
Yeah.
Having a rough go?
He's having a rough time down there at Florida State.
Yeah.
Here he comes.
Hernandez, 21-9. CJ Slagance. Excuse me.
You talking about a guy that throws a mean bag. This Nate Stevens, hard and low.
Yeah, winners bracket final here. Gary Rorig down 6-4 to Daniel Wine in the losers bracket. Mark Prater says, hopefully they stay the night so I don't have to play them tomorrow.
Who's that?
Mark Prater.
Nate sporting that purple jersey. He won, I wonder, maybe Clarksville.
Oregon up over Washington right now. You know, that's a regional battle,
Yep.
13-6.
Yep. Oregon sitting into number 1 spot, too.
Mm-hmm. Indiana beat the panties off.
All right, big hug, and I think we're ready to get under. I don't think that music's going to cut it.
What?
We're going all the way. Here we go.
I think that should be the theme song of everybody out there playing right now. The Raspberries, Let's Go All the Way. You know who the lead singer of this band is? The Raspberries?
I do not remember.
Eric Carmen. Do you know who Eric Carmen is?
I've heard that name.
Lead singer of the Raspberries.
You're so good.
Thank
I
you.
would never get in a rock and roll trivia.
I would
with you,
not.
Ever.
I would not if I was
No.
you. Eric Carmen had a couple big solo hits back in the day, but he was the lead singer of that. And then the Killers did a great version of this for the Dark Shadows movie with Johnny Depp. Just did a killer version of it, no pun intended. He gave himself the tater.
I bet we start 4 bags for both men, and that's what we're going to see in this whole thing.
Yep. I like that CJ went to extend the tater and ended up tatering himself. Lonnie Campos.
Did he beat Parker?
Rolling back over this way. I don't know.
Did you win? Did you win?
Against who?
Parker.
Yes, sir. I'm doing 11-3.
So you're in the
An 11-3. You're in the king seat of the bracket
beat
over
Parker
Parker.
for the king
he
seat.
said he threw an 11-3.
Is that all?
Yeah.
I mean, what the hell happened?
7/10 of a point left out there for.
Good job. Yeah,
That's
good
hilarious.
job.
They were partners earlier.
Yeah.
And we talked about them. Ended up having
Yeah.
to play up against one another.
Absolutely.
Well, I tell you what, to pull that off against Parker, who's
That's
been
a
dialed
big
in
one.
all weekend, that's a huge win.
You throw 11-3, you're going to win a lot of games. I can tell you that right now. It's Nate
so
Stevens.
Parker did he get bounced to the losers
Yeah,
bracket
put him
then?
in the losers
Yeah,
bracket. He'll have to play one more to get
it's
back
funny
to
because
the
Dennis
eight.
Stanford just asked about that.
He will go back to. He will have to win one more game to get to the final 8. Will we re-bracket the 4 brackets?
Yes.
As Nate Stevens scratches first with 2. Danny Rich said you should have seen the brawl after the Michigan and Ohio State game.
Yeah,
Must be a good one. I didn't see
I
it.
didn't see that.
I'm sure it'll be all over social media though.
Yeah.
Roll back.
Yeah, I was saying I was throwing out a little tribute to my Ohio State fan friends, OHNO. Oh, no.
Oh no, that's right.
Not again.
Michigan has had their number the last couple of years. For
That's
sure.
crazy, no matter how horrible they've been this year. Look at this mess.
He got a pile of mess, but Nate's got one down.
He's going to roll it up and over. Oh, he tried to.
And Nate's going to be a 6-on-4.
Yep. Looks like it's 6-on-4,
Yeah.
so that deuce ties it up.
Yep, and I was right, as always.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. 4. It was 6-on-4
yeah.
to Nate.
Yeah, it's going to be 4-0
4-0.
Nate. Yeah. Nate had one down. I saw it go down. That's the only reason I knew when he asked me. Hey, Diet Pepsi for me, please. I'm so glad he came through because, man, it was dry. Oh, and Nate trying for that roll back. Hadn't worked the last couple rounds. It's going to be a dogfight right here, I believe.
It was. It was a lot of smooth operator up front.
Yeah.
Now we're getting a little dirty. Let's see what we got checking things out here on Facebook. Welcome to those of you who are checking it out then and there. A host of others checking us out on the YouTube channel. He leaves one off to the side.
There's a nice bag by CJ. Pick up 2. Cut into that lead, 4-2.
I just flipped over to, you have to bear with me here. I just flipped over to YouTube and scrolled down a little bit to see comments and found this gorgeous Ukrainian women online. Why don't you take this for a couple minutes?
I'm sure she sent me a friend request. I get those all the time.
Hey, this is mine. You talk to the Sultan in Dubai. I'm going to talk to Svetlana here.
Have at it, man. I got this match.
Yeah, well,
4-2. 4-2.
Nate's my mic off for a minute.
Nate Stevens is leading.
By the time we get back, I'll be engaged. Well,
good shooting, Rudy. Good shooting, man.
I was like, Drew, I did not want to
He was.
that was stuff. Oh, you didn't get blanked.
No,
Well
you
done.
didn't get blanked.
I love when anybody calls a social as soon as they let that bag go.
Absolutely, man. Good job, baby. Oh, CJ went for the big try to airmail drag right there. Hit the airmail, didn't get the drag, and Nate can pick up 2. And he goes off
and he
back.
drops it off
How
the
many
back.
times do we see that on the 4th back?
We've seen
man?
it a lot, so that's going to be a
A
10-on-9.
Yeah, it's going to be 1 point for CJ.
Yep.
4-3 now is the score.
Let's see. Now I'm curious what her name is. I know as soon as I click on this, my computer's going to explode.
Yeah, hey, there's going to be some pop-ups going on over there on Finn's computer. What happened to my grandson, Sebastian Barger? That I don't know.
I'm not
He's in a
seeing
different
any
bracket. I saw him playing out there.
Thing from singles, no.
Yeah.
Not the greatest day in doubles.
No, he and Bryce did not make the final 8, that's for sure. I bet that get-around bag by Nate
That's
Stevens
a beauty. He
right
didn't even
there.
touch
No.
CJ's bag. He puts a replacement bag in play. Gonna do it again.
You know, he don't show a whole lot of effort either. He's got a double pump, but it looks like it's effortless. And now Slick Side can get this one. Throwing the CBCs.
Stepping way outside. Slick Side down. Coming in hot. Cleans it up.
Beautiful
Nicely done.
shot. Beautiful shot.
Picks up 2. Extends the lead 6-4. Or 6-3. I'm sorry. Let's see what else is going on. Maybe we can take a moment here and look at some of these other brackets.
I can go to the other brackets if you need me to.
Let's see. No, I'm good. I think I found it here. Let's see.
Here comes Frank with a hand.
So Lonnie Campos is sitting in the championship bracket.
Yeah.
Or championship seat. Kelsey Heidert and Travis Jordan getting ready to square off. Colby Baskins down 5-4 to Dustin Arant.
That's going to be a battle right there. Those two been
in bracket B.
Battling all over the South.
Let's see. Let's take a look at bracket C. Justin Lang is sitting in the King's. Well, I say King seat. Justin Lang took down Craig Irvin 21-8. I say King seat of bracket C, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Taken out of the winners bracket. There's still got a ways to go. Noah Dennis is up 17-3 over McKenna Kopp. Wiley Chambers awaits the winner of that one.
Oh, and that's going to be 3. That back got away from CJ, the fourth back, all the way off the back.
Yep. Sammy Van Sickle and TJ Miller getting underway here, knotted at Goose Eggs.
Who just beat Brock?
Time being.
Maybe Sebastian?
Bryce Jefferson. Brock? I don't know. I'm looking. Bryce Jefferson and Braden Easterling right now knotted at 0 to get into that championship slot to advance.
That'd be a good game if Bryce stays straight.
Eric Hopignon up 18-12 on Cooksey. Rob Cooksey. Sean Scott and Steve Smith knotted at 0 right now. That's bracket D. So tell me, what were you asking about? Sebastian?
Yeah, I think I think that's who Stephanie might have been talking about, beating Brock.
Yeah, I don't think. Oh, you're talking about looking back at a score? I don't even know what bracket he was in.
I have no clue.
Noah Dennis extends his lead 17-6 over McKenna Kopp.
Wow, that was a good bag by CJ that got bad results. Nate Stevens is on fire right here in the bracket A. He's up 9-3. He picked up 2 more. He's throwing a 10.14. He's up 11-3.
Nate's just another one of those journeyman kind of players. Whenever he shows up big. He's
going to be there, and he is down the center right now. Matt Gammon over there. I hadn't seen Matt in a while.
I didn't even know he was here.
Yeah, I saw him and Matt. I mean, him and Todd playing in the doubles, and I think, man, I didn't even notice them in the roll call. They'd be good. Now look down, they went 0-2.
Yeah,
that's a bad bag by Nate.
It's interesting too, as Nate leaves one laying low and pretty much out of play for where he's coming from. Oh, he went and chased it.
He did.
CJ just run it up the middle, pick up a couple. The room that we're in is a whole different vibe. We've talked about this a number of times.
It is.
The main play arena over there with the primary number of boards where most of all the pool play for the most part, and a lot of it's been going on, is a whole different vibe over there.
It's wild over there.
And I get over there and I look around and I go, I didn't even know you were here. I didn't know you were here.
I know.
I never saw anybody come over here.
Well, we've been over here calling games for 2 days, too.
A lot of it. A lot of long games, a lot of great games, a lot of best-of-3 situations ultimately and double-dip situations.
And Nate with a chance to pick up a couple. Oh, Nate could pick up 4, right? Is he going to go for the M1? I wouldn't put it past him.
Nope, coming in low. Going to run it up through the middle. CJ's just got a.
He's still got one more bag. M1, Nate.
You think? Sticky side down, coming in hot.
No, he's just going to take the 4.
Be happy to pick up the 4.
15 on 5.
J. Roddy Walston, heavy bells, throwing down in the background.
I guess that must be a rock and roll song.
It's kind of a jam band type of song. See what's going on over here.
I'll go look at the brackets and see if I can help you out here.
Sebastian beat Brock, says Stephanie.
Yeah.
Just beat him.
This is B bracket right now, all right? B bracket. Sitting in the king seat is Lonnie Campos. Still alive are Kelsey Heitert and Travis Jordan going at it. Kobe Baskins and Dustin Hayden. Kobe Baskins up 8-5 in that match
On
now.
Dustin?
Yeah, all of them are trying to get to Douglas Parker to play to get to the final 8. Which,
Yeah, and Doug, because Dennis is asking, is Doug Parker still in it?
Yeah, he's still
he
here.
He got bounced to the losers bracket by his
by
doubles
his
champion
doubles.
partner,
Yeah,
Lonnie
doubles.
Campos. What do
guy
you say? He threw an 11-3?
Yeah, a guy we hadn't heard of. That's bracket B. We're in bracket A, and this is the finals of this championship.
All right, there's an opportunity for
Let's see if we can find bracket C.
CJ to cut this lead down just a little bit. Oh, a lot of bit. Pick up 4 here, and he does.
Yeah, there you go. It's cuts in that lead of
All
Nate
right.
Stevens.
19-9 now.
All right, so bracket C. Bracket C, sitting in the king seat, is Justin Lang, who beat Craig Irvin. Still alive in that bracket. Noah Dennis is taking on Wiley Chambers. We saw Wiley with the Cowboys.
So who did Noah beat? Did he beat McKenna?
He beat McKenna Kopp
21-7,
21-7 and
yeah.
bounced her out. And Sammy Van Sickle's playing T.J. Miller. What a matchup that would be over
Be
in bracket
something.
C.
I have not seen TJ play a game
No.
today. I've seen him hanging around center
Yeah.
court.
And they're trying to get to Craig Irvin to play to get to Lonnie Campos, which won't be. It'll be a
Ooh,
reseeded
look
bracket.
at that bag. Nice.
Man, he's
up
done
and
that
around.
a number
He really
of times.
has.
Yes.
It's got eyes on it.
All right, now let me go find bracket D here for you, Finn.
Locks the Crocs and lets it go. Oh, and CJ drops one off the back saying, what am I doing?
Good job. That's a good bag by Philip Barnett. Nate finishes up, of course, and that's going to be
That's
the game.
going to do it. That finishes it up 21-9. So that'll put Nate in that final reconfigured bracket. We'll see what happens next. Who will end up over here
All right, here you go.
on center court?
Bryce Jefferson is playing Braden Easterling to get to the king seat and get to that final 8 in bracket D. And Bryce is down 5-4 right now. Still alive.
Yep.
In that bracket, Keegan Brown is waiting on the winner of Eric Hoppinjohns and Rob Cooksey, and Eric's up 2017. Still alive is Sebastian Barger, who bounced Brock Beasley. Brock told me he was going to win this whole thing.
Is that right?
Yep, and Sean Scott and Steve Smith are trying to get to Sebastian Barger. So that's who all's left. So we're
right.
rolling right along here.
Kelsey Heidert and Travis Jordan squaring off. Kelsey just put the first deuce up on the board, 2-0. Colby Baskins in bracket B up over Dustin Aran, 13-8.
Wow, that's a surprise score to me.
Yep.
Very surprising.
So CJ Slegance loses that game. Now he will await the winner of Drew Waking and Daniel Wine.
And Nate's calling somebody, telling him he won as he walks by.
A little pause in the music as my phone reminded me it's time to take my
Your break?
cholesterol medicine.
Oh. I thought my watch tells me, hey, get your ass up and walk around, son.
I deactivated that on my watch. I did. I swear to God, I did.
What are you talking about?
Well, while we have a break in the action, I want to take a moment to welcome you back to center court. This is the South Bend Major for the American Cornhole Organization. We had what a pro series we had. Douglas Parker, the surgeon, took down everybody, just handily dismembering everyone on his way to over $1,100. The big old wooden thing is second. He's the only one to repeat as a Pro Series Skins champion aside from Isaac Hurt.
Wow, that's rarefied air right there,
Yeah, it
man.
is, and I think you called it earlier. You said
Yeah.
you think he's got another one in him. Will it be the next
do.
time we have one? Will that be in Thronesboro, Kentucky, January 2, 3, and 4 of 2025? I guess we'll all find out together, but also some other upcoming things that are on the docket if you're watching and listening. Mark December 19th on your calendar. If you are not a normal Thursday night football watcher on Amazon Prime, make sure you watch the pregame this time. It was supposed to be the Bengals and the Browns. They bounced it because both teams suck so bad, but they went to Broncos at the Chargers. Now, The key to this game isn't the game itself, it's the pregame. Carissa Thompson and the crew are going to be hosting a little special pregame, and we got a little something we want you to see in that pregame. I think you're going to love it. And we'll tell you more about it on the Taco and some upcoming broadcasts and opportunities. But December 19th, Thursday Night Football pregame. Make sure you got your eyeballs on it. Should something change, we'll let you know, but I do not believe that it will be changing, and it's going to be a lot of fun, especially if you have ACO in your heart. You are going to love this. What else? Oh, the Cornhole Cookbook. What's that? You want to take a little break?
We might need to take one because
Yeah,
it's
it's
going
gonna
to be
take
a
a
little bit
minute.
before we can get somebody up here.
Yeah, you want to run a couple commercials? All right, we'll keep the stream alive, and we'll take a little break, and then we'll come back, and we have more to bring to you on Center Court. Philip Barnett, the Mississippi Ninja, Finn, the loudmouth for the ACO. I'll tell you more about that Cornhole Cookbook when we get back to it here on Center Court on the ACO Digital Network.
The American Cornhole Organization, the sanctioning body and authority on cornhole since 2005. Scan now to get active, stay active, and compete at any skill level. Join the ACO family now at AmericanCornhole.com.
Hey, it's Finn from the American Cornhole Organization with a question for you. Do you remember the most fun you've ever had playing cornhole? Think about it. You might think you do, but you don't. And you know how I know? Because if you're not a member of the American Cornhole Organization, you haven't had the most fun you've ever had playing cornhole yet. You're just a couple of clicks away from joining the worldwide cornhole community, where you'll be able to play down the street or across the country with players of all skill levels and even the pros of the American Cornhole Organization, the governing body of the sport and the fun of cornhole since 2005. Head to AmericanCornhole.com to learn all about the ACO and how to become a member of a local group near you. The most fun you've ever had playing cornhole is waiting for you. So, is it time to take your game from the sidewalk to center court? We can't wait to find out, and we can't wait to see you. Let's have some fun. AmericanCornhole.com and the ACO remind you, keep on pitching.
Long time it's taken me, but I figured out now to some degree. This life, it happens fast. I'll enjoy the time in this hourglass. Yes, I will. Oh, yes, I will. Yeah, I've looked in what I see. It's not what you've been, it's what you're gonna be. 'Cause this world we're walking through, it'll dig you out or it'll bury you. Yes, it will. So now I know I'm alive. Oh, now I know I'm alive. Oh, and I go on the ride. This life I live, 'cause I'm alive. Sweet tooth in a candy store, yeah, I'm more awake than I was before. I know now like I never knew, I'm alive inside, and I'm telling you, yes I am. It's got me feeling high, and I won't come down. I got a big idea I wanna show to you.
Hey Holeheads, it's Frank Gears, the Cornhole Dude, the founder of the American Cornhole Organization. I want to take a moment to tell you why we'd love to have you as an ACO certified official. But it occurred to me that it might make more sense to hear it straight from our COs themselves.
It's so satisfying because you get to encourage other players, and then the next thing you know, they're going on and they're going to majors with you, and they're doing great there. And
the people that we've met, we would have never known these people if it wasn't for cornhole. And that's what I get more out of it. I mean, it's some people that I have the utmost respect for because of cornhole. Now, And they have our back, we got their back, and that's just kind of the way it's worked out. So that's what you develop as a CO.
I like being a CO because I get to meet a lot of new people, and I like organizing stuff and making sure things are running smoothly.
But one of the things that I really love about being a CO is it's local, it's my area, it's my friends, it's my people, it's my group.
Are you kidding me? I literally look forward to this every single time. Every major, every regional, we're always super pumped. Our calendar is stacked with ACO cornhole stuff, believe it or not.
I couldn't have said it better myself. No, really, I couldn't. Since 2005, the ACO has not only been the worldwide governing body of the sport of cornhole, but we've led the way in innovation, national touring, and most importantly, the growth of the sport we love. Let's get you on boards at AmericanCornhole.com/CO, and let's keep growing the game and the fun together. Welcome to the ACO family. Keep on pitching.
Alone in my apartment, I should have seen the warning sign. Money don't come easy, so most of us are chained to being busy till we can earn a little piece of my mind. What does it mean to be free? To be free in this American dream. Oh, help me believe life is more than what we've been told it's supposed to be. Oh, la la let me be. La la let me be. La la let me be free. La la let me be. La la let me be. La la let me be free. And it's such a mystery.
When was the last time you looked forward to a family reunion? Yeah, that's kind of what we thought. How'd you like to be part of an ACO family reunion? Because the American Cornhole Organization is always looking to add new names and new games and more smiling faces to the family, and you and your friends and neighbors are exactly who we have in mind. Become an ACO member now, and you'll find players, tournaments, and more in and around your area. All ages and all skill levels are welcome. Join the ACO to play and party with the pros and the entire ACO family. Go to AmericanCornhole.com/membership, and remember, everyone can play, and the minute you sign up and start playing with ACO, you've already won. The American Cornhole Organization, keep on pitching.
It's been called many things. Corn toss, beanbag, soft horseshoes, or even Indiana horseshoes. But to many of us born and raised in Kentucky or the southern part of Ohio, it's passionately referred to as cornhole. every year one man or one woman must rise to the occasion. After all the hard work and dedication, there can only be one king or queen of Cornhole.
The American Cornhole Organization, the sanctioning body and authority on cornhole since 2005. Scan now to get active, stay active, and compete at any skill level. Join the ACO family now at AmericanCornhole.com.
Hey, it's Finn from the American Cornhole Organization with a question for you. Do you remember the most fun you've ever had playing cornhole? Think about it. You might think you do, but you don't. And you know how I know? Because if you're not a member of the American Cornhole Organization, you haven't had the most fun you've ever had playing cornhole yet. You're just a couple of clicks away from joining the worldwide cornhole community, where you'll be able to play down the street or across the country with players of all skill levels and even the pros of the American Cornhole Organization, the governing body of the sport and the fun of cornhole since 2005. Head to AmericanCornhole.com to learn all about the ACO and how to become a member of a local group near you. The most fun you've ever had playing cornhole is waiting for you. So, is it time to take your game from the sidewalk to center court? We can't wait to find out, and we can't wait to see you. Let's have some fun. AmericanCornhole.com and the ACO remind you, keep on pitching.
Taking me, but I figured out now to some degree. This life, it happens fast. I'll enjoy the time in this hourglass. Yes, I will, oh yes, I will. Yeah, I've looked in what I see. It's not what you've been, it's what you're gonna be. 'Cause this world we're walking through, it'll dig you out or it'll bury you. Yes, it will. So now I know I'm alive. Oh, now I know I'm alive. Oh, and I go on the ride. In this life I live. I'm alive. Sweet tooth in a candy store. Yeah, I'm more awake than I was before. I know now like I never knew. I'm alive inside and I'm telling you, yes I am. It's got me feeling high and I won't come down. I got a big idea I wanna show to you.
It is a cold and outstanding Saturday night in South Bend, Indiana, and we are here on the hottest place on the planet. That would be center court at the American Cornhole Organization South Bend Major and Pro Series Skins Extravaganza. What a weekend it has been, a Thanksgiving weekend filled with family, friends, and fantastic cornhole. Really good stuff. Finn, the loudmouth for the ACO, side by side with the Mississippi Ninja, Philip Barnett, who's gotten himself a little extra covering now. You a little warmer now,
Man,
my
I
friend?
tell you what, I've layered up, man. I got cold last night. It's been pretty warm in this building today, but It is freezing cold outside.
Well, I will tell you, it's a little bit warmer in this room here, a little bit of extra carpet.
Absolutely.
And everybody's been called on the carpet at some point here at center court, and we are getting ready to continue to work our way through bracket A. Drew Waking and C.J. Slegans getting ready to get underway, and a couple of names that we've seen a bunch of times so far on center court, as a matter of fact. But, again, we have a bracket B, C, and D, and we're going to take 2 out of each bracket, seed up the final 8.
I'll try to keep you informed of those brackets as we go, for sure.
If you would, that would be delightful.
Absolutely.
In the meantime, we'll do our best to make sure we keep you up to speed as to what's going on. I promised you an update about that Cornhole cookbook, and you're saying to yourself, there's no such thing as that. And I'm saying to you, yes, there is. Fox Chapel Publishing getting ready to put out the Cornhole cookbook here. I think March and April, advanced copies go out, but you can pre-order now. We'll be telling you more about that and giving you links to not only pre-order spots, but retailers where you'll be able to find this bad boy. Lots of ACO players and family and friends have jumped in there to submit different recipes for the Cornhole cookbook, and including our man Brian. If you remember Kevin from The Office, Brian Baumgartner played Kevin from The Office.
Yeah.
He's had a couple of barbecue cookbooks put out by Fox Chapel, and he submitted a Cornhole cookbook recipe, and our girl Hallie Clark is the foreword to the book is hers. The Cornhole dude runs throughout the book, and he shares little bits and pieces of wisdom as these guys exchange taters. Is that going to be a single, just a penny?
Yeah,
there's one off the back.
Yep.
CJ's got one off the back. As Drew tangles with
the scoreboard,
Scorholio, he ends up winning that battle, but losing the point.
How about this? Bracket B, to get to Douglas Parker now, Kelsey Heitrich just took down Travis Jordan 21-12, and she is taking on Kobe Baskins.
Yeah, and the winner of that one walks right into another buzzsaw, don't they?
Douglas Parker.
Doug Parker.
And so this right here is an elimination game in A. Nate Stevens already punched his ticket to the 8, undefeated. That's bracket B still going on. All right, let's go to C. In bracket C, which I thought was the easier of the brackets, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Justin Lang, not a name I'm familiar with, sitting in the king seat.
Drew picks up a 10-on-8 frame and takes the lead and takes the first bag back 2-1.
Wiley Chambers and Sammy Vansickle, who we saw that game on center court yesterday in the juniors division. Yep. Craig Irvin's waiting to play the winner of that to punch the ticket to the 8, but they will come in with a loss. In that bracket, Justin Lang is sitting without a loss. All right.
Craig Irvin has had himself quite a weekend, winning
the
co-ed doubles with Ashley.
And then bracket D, that's the last of these 4 brackets.
C.J. Slegans goes up and tries the airmail to get the drag, and he drops one off the back, so that's going to be a 12.
5?
On 5, that's going to be a 7 spot.
Yeah.
This game getting out of hand very quickly, 9-1. Drew Waking throwing those luckies.
All right, bracket D. Right now we have Keegan Brown and Steve Heath going there. Steve Heath hanging in there. And Sebastian Barger and Steve Smith going at it.
How about Seabass? I've seen him sitting around more than I've seen him playing, but he's still continuing to carve away.
Braden Easterling, who took down Bryce Jefferson 21-10, is sitting in the king seat, and he'll go into the final 8 without a loss.
That's in what? Is that C or D?
That's a D, and there was
D?
still a couple games behind on that. Sebastian Barger, Steve Smith, the winner of that will go with David Riley.
Yep, Riley.
Yep, who's hanging in there. Keegan Brown and Steve Heath will move on.
Drew steps out a little bit left side, see if he can sneak in left or right. Oh, and he drops both bags that were waiting there on the edge of the hole. And CJ's able to sneak in, going to grab a couple out of that one. Make a little bit of headway. Again, if you're checking us out here as part of the ACO Digital Network, whether you're part of the the YouTube channel, or if you're checking us out on Facebook, hopefully you're having a great Saturday night. It is a little after 9 o'clock on the East Coast, a little after 6 o'clock on the West Coast, anywhere in between. Hopefully you have found yourself a cold one or a warm one. Spend a little bit of time with us. Happy to bring you this singles action. We will re-bracket the last 8 players, and we will have at it to find a World Singles Champion here in South Bend as Notre Dame scored a victory today. Everyone in the area celebrates thusly.
This is a big Notre Dame town for sure.
Oh, completely.
It is. How about Drew Waking's up 9-3 right here on C.J. Saglantz? And he just lays up right there and picks up 2 more, I think, didn't he?
Yeah, 8 on 6. Yep. So it takes it to 11-3.
C.J. looks like he's just not into it right now.
Are you guys reading the chat? We are now, Chance.
Yeah. Maureen R.S., one of my faves. How you doing? It's cold, and it was 24 when I left to get some dinner earlier, so it's probably in the 20.
It's colder than that now.
BW guys heading out.
That's a fact.
Them Kentucky boys, somebody said.
See somebody asking, shouldn't the score be? You know what?
I don't know.
You can stop those questions right now, because guess what we have to do with that? Nothing.
We don't have anything to do with the score.
Completely up to the players.
I helped them out a minute ago because I knew exactly what it was.
To be honest with you, it's all of our business, but none of our business at the same time. This is a self-regulating sport, and Scott Beck was a perfect example of that with Rudy Fernandez earlier today, and it really upended his entire day, but credit to him. He said, you know what, it was my mistake. I paid the price.
Yep.
Rudy was a good guy about it, but I said, nope, that's on me, and he owned it.
And that's the way to do it, man.
And he moved on.
When you got a gentleman's sport, that's the way it should be.
These guys both laying one off to the left side.
CJ's firing away trying to get that
back.
bag.
He got it. Good shot. Wow.
He's trying to make something happen after he got behind big time.
Boy, that was a ballsy shot there, and he was able to drip that bag in from the 9 o'clock position. He'll take a 12 on 10 and cut that lead now down to 13-5.
I mean, you got to make something happen when you're behind. He took 2 shots at it and got it with the second one.
He did.
Thomas Ward. How about Jamie Price? Danny Latham. Big Danny from my area. Another one of the nicest guys you want to meet. CJ going to take another shot. He's got one back there in the back.
Yeah. We're going to run it through.
That's a good bag right there. And he got exactly what he wanted out of it. Yep.
Drew did the work for him.
Oh, and he put it back in play.
Yeah, he did.
And watch Drew's going to eye it with that bullseye sight he puts on it. Look, there he goes.
Is he going to clean it up and just take the 2?
He's going to try to clean it up for 2.
And
nice shot. Very nice shot.
Really good stuff. So he's going to tighten the board up there just a little bit.
I'm finally warm over here, by the way. I just want you to know.
So 12 on 10 adds the deuce, so 15 on 5. CJ's got a little bit of work to do. First bag out of the left-sided paw of Drew Waking.
The winner of this moves into the final 8 bracket, but they take that loss in there with them. Drew, a little bit of bully.
A little bit of bump, yep.
And there's the chase bag. That's such a hard to get, and that especially when your opponent puts one right up, butts up right against it on purpose.
We're going to try to roll it in right to left, and he does just exactly that.
I hate that shot.
That's because you can't do it.
Yeah, I think he's under 21. He'll be one of those eliminated when we go to an all 21 venue.
Coming in hot.
Nice bag.
Stuffs him up and puts his in. There's going to be one that rolls in over the side. That's going to cost him a couple
more.
So 17 on 5.
Wow. Drew is playing really well. He's worked hard to get here. Like I said, he wants to play the best. That's what he told me. And he's playing a good one in C.J. Slagance right now.
Has it been a couple of years? Are we missing a Waking? Didn't he? Was it his sister?
Yeah, his sister's sitting right there
Is she
by their mama.
When was the last time we saw her
Heather,
playing?
yeah.
I haven't seen Heather out in a minute.
She played. She did play this weekend. She's recently married, like a year or so now.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yep.
Nothing kills a cornhole game better
Like
than
a
an actual
marriage.
relationship. Or nothing makes it stronger. It's kind of a
that's true.
dichotomy.
I guess if your spouse likes to hang out and listen to the bags, or we see spouses that sit down and watch, and then all of a sudden they're great players in their own,
Yeah,
man.
They pick up his set and all.
Yeah.
And the next thing you know, they own the set.
Absolutely. Double 4-bagger right there. That's going to be a social
Nicely
on
done.
you, man. You got
Cheers.
Diet Pepsi now.
Clink.
You know I'm on my best behavior.
I have a Diet Michelob. Send him a invoice.
See, my partner took down a regional in Kenton, Tennessee today.
Very nice.
Yep.
And that's the thing. It bears mentioning. We talked about everything that was going on at the Goat Pen over the weekend. But there are regionals happening all over the country.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, in a month, there might be 500 different ACO regionals. So if you're looking to play, no matter where you are, go to AmericanCornhole.com, find yourself a certified official, and if you can't find one, become one, and you can start building up your own cornhole community and become part of the ACO family. Start working points toward the World Championships again this year in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Next year, back to Thrownsboro, Kentucky, and then the following year, we're going to be in Medford, Oregon. So we've got the next 3 worlds planned out. Great opportunity to get out and see the country and also work your way through. So AmericanCornhole.com, everything you knew. We came in low and hot, dropped one, left one out to the side. CJ going to come in and try to chase, and he grabs
does.
1
Nice.
2. That's going to be a Washington.
That was a nice bag right
Really
there
was.
by CJ. Yes,
And he didn't
sir.
waste any time going after it, did he?
There's a guy that put me out sitting over there, Richard Jones. I got a 1-finger salute for you, buddy. There you go.
Richard Jones.
He played really well. He
You start calling him by his nickname.
Yeah.
What's the nickname for Richard?
Oh, yeah. That's
Richie.
There you go, Richie. That ain't the one I was thinking about, dadgummit. Adam Gilbert, Trey Howard, Jarrett Scott tuning in. How about Jarrett Scott?
Adam Gilbert's got to be happy about OTT success this weekend.
Absolutely. Have a good weekend.
Tell you what.
Especially with Doug Parker.
That's
on
what I'm
your
talking
team.
about.
Yeah.
Those gold. He might need to make some gold-filled bags for Parker.
Absolutely. And there's a
Look at that.
double
There.
4-bagger.
There you
There
go.
we go.
Cheers to you.
Cheers to you.
Clink.
Yep.
Let's see if we can find out what's going on in some of these other brackets here. I got them pulled up.
I did give him the 1-finger salute. Got a good laugh at him,
Did
by the
you?
way. Yeah.
Kelsey Hyder down 14-11 to Colby Baskins.
Wow.
Douglas Parker awaits the winner of that one in bracket B. Bracket C, Sammy Van Sickle up 8-6 over Wiley Chambers. Craig Irvin awaits the winner of that one. Justin Lang has established himself as a carryover into the final bracket.
Yep.
Braden Easterling, as you mentioned, holds on to carryover status out of bracket D. Keegan Brown down 7-3 to Steve Heath.
I keep hearing this Keegan Brown's name.
Yep.
Somebody say he's a really, really good player. I don't know if I could pick him out of a lineup right now.
Yeah, well, Sebastian Barger slugfest with Steve Smith up 14-12. David Riley waiting for the winner of that game.
Yeah, I see those playing. They're playing down the end of the hall here. I wonder if we could pull that winner of Kobe and Kelsey over here with Doug Parker.
Well, we should be able to because bracket D is going to need a little loving because we got to do a little catch up there. But
Absolutely.
Speaking of ketchup, there's some
Nice
mustard right
bag.
there. Nicely done by C.J. Slagance right up the middle.
He would like to got that other one, too. That's
Picked up, what, 10 on 8?
Yep,
Yeah,
10 on
picked up
8.
a couple. That cuts that lead just a touch, 17-7. Drew Waking holds the lead.
I like C.J. He's not giving up.
No. Plenty of fight in that young man. Wearing that 26 on his jersey for a reason.
Somebody says there. I'm not even going to touch that.
Hang on.
Is there a round limit? Is that a part of Cornhole? I'm just curious.
No, we do not. We do not do. Now, I will say this: if you watched Pro Series Skins last night, we limit that to 13 rounds intentionally so that we can throw money down on every round and play a traditional skins type format. So the first to win 7 of 13 frames. But as far as competition goes, no sir. We play until we get to 21.
Chris North says Keegan Brown is a stud out of Louisville. Yeah.
Sid, we're glad to have you checking in for the first time, possibly. So if you are new to this, find yourself a certified official in your area and become part of the ACO family. A membership is cost next to nothing. And you can come in and start earning points toward the World Championships, and we hope to see you possibly in Tulsa, Oklahoma this year for the Worlds.
And everybody that's been here has had a good time this weekend.
Yeah. Look at that.
Yeah, that's a nice
kind
bag.
of crazy. Everybody just kind of dove in. Nice bag right there. Just get back centered up. Little block and
he got the
did
block.
Exactly what he wanted.
Yeah, absolutely.
CJ right up the middle. He's going to take that one. Drew's going to have to minimize this damage. He's sitting on, 17-7. He's got
17-9. CJ is
a little
not
bit to
giving
play
up.
with. No, he is not. See Bryce Jefferson and Martina Belt over there exchanging strategic French fry advice.
She's trying to get him to straighten his hat up.
That'll never happen. I just don't. I'll be honest with you. I do not understand that look at all because it just seems like you'd constantly be aware of your hat on your head.
It would drive me nuts.
Oh, yeah. Well, there's lots of stuff that drives me nuts.
Me too.
I don't need to add anything to that list.
I've been stressing about the snow. I thought it was, the forecast just kept saying it was going to snow all weekend here, man. I'm trying to get back to Memphis so I can do my basketball games this week, and it hadn't snowed a drop. Except it snowed a little bit last night.
Sid says, I'm playing in Michigan at local places just 3 months now. I am not good, LOL. Well, you know what, Sid, you come to the next May. You come down to Thronesboro, Kentucky, and you and I will play for the worst possible player in the ACO, and we will certainly make sure that we elevate you beyond, buddy, because that's how that works. You get into tier play, you play people of your skill level, and you start working your way up. Next thing you know, you could be on center court in the World Championships in no time. That's why I sit over here and talk about it. I know what I'm supposed to do. I just can't do it.
Or you can be like this Drew Waking, man. Drew Waking comes out here. He wants to challenge the toughest guys in the building so he can get better. That's for sure.
12 on 10 right there, so CJ picks up a couple more. Andrew Burrow says, nice bucket of beer on the floor there.
I haven't seen it, but
no, it's not a bucket of beer. It's a bucket that used to be a bucket of beer.
Yep, that's good.
Honestly, I think right now it's a bucket of ice water.
We'll make sure that's moved.
Yeah, we'll get that out of there.
Hey, good pickup.
Not quite sure.
It's down on that end.
Not quite sure exactly who brought that over there.
I have no idea.
You know what? I bet I know. Frank Gears, I think, when he was over there earlier, kicking around.
CJ chasing that bag a little bit.
He brought that over there to ice his elbow.
This is a spit can.
Sid says, no, seriously, I'm a 4 PPR. I'm a 3.9.
Can only go up from there. There's 2 more points for Drew. Puts him on 19.
Doesn't matter what it means.
I'm just glad somebody knows. I've been sitting there watching corn all afternoon. I hadn't even noticed it. Oh, fun at the old Cornhole Palace. And Drew Waking is 2 points away from moving into the final 8. And there's a bag that he can bully a little bit and maybe get these 2.
Let's go back and revisit Bracket B. How about this? Colby Baskins 18-15 over Kelsey Hyder.
What a match.
Doug Parker awaits the winner of that one. As these two continue to battle it out. Let's go to Bracket C. Wiley Chambers up 16-8 over Sammy Van Sickle. How about that?
Yeah.
Working their way through. In Bracket D, still work to do. Sebastian Barger up over Steve Smith 20-18. David Riley awaits the winner.
What a game.
That game.
What a game.
Let's see what else is happening in that bracket, because still Keegan Brown now knotted with Steve Heath at 13 as these two continue to battle 19-11.
Well, Steve Heath, he's a wily veteran too, man. He's a good player.
This bag ran out the chute. Drew.
That last round, Drew had a chance to put it away and then threw one past the hole on his fourth bag. CJ was all poised to shoot the airmail and try to drag that bag and got a break.
Didn't have to.
Drew liked it. He's shaking his head.
He's all right with that. Ooh. This would be a head scratcher, I guess.
I've never seen him do that. That's what surprised me. And it's probably a good idea. Let's go take a look at it.
Let's get Doug versus Colby next. If we can get that game, we will get that game. Right now, 19-11. We still got work to do here on center court.
You got to make sure that Colby ends up winning that game. How about that? That was bracket B.
Is that B?
I think so.
Oh, that game is done. Yeah, Colby ended up taking out Kelsey Heidert 21-15.
Wonder if we can get that game put on hold, get it over here next.
Can we hold that one? Get it over here? Colby and Parker. Yeah, we're on a different bracket. We're running out of bracket A.
Yeah. Keegan Brown is up 20-13 now. Sebastian Barger up 20-18. Brackets D.
Coming in hot. Oh, and he bounces it up and just sits there.
I think that may be an 8-8 wash, but that was a really, really good bag. They're just staring it down.
What are they doing?
Somebody blowing that thing.
Go down and take it. They counted to 5. It's time to go down and take a look. Go down there and take a look. If I was you, I'd be walking a lot heavier.
Yeah. That's going to be an 8-8. Wiley Chambers now up 18-8 on Sammy Van Sickle.
That's going to do it. That's a double snowman.
The winner of that takes on Craig Irving.
Oh, no, it's an 8-on-6. I think that's going to do it. Is that going to finish it?
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
they're just bunched up and sitting there. I didn't see that other one.
That's just a bad break. What a good shot, though.
And what good sportsmanship.
Yeah.
Great stuff.
How would you like to end your day like that, though, man? With a chance to get to the final 8?
That is rough.
That was a
right
great
there.
bag.
That is rough. Good job. Drew Waking, CJ Slagans handles it with the best style and aplomb possible. Very nice. So we're going to see if we're able to hold that match. We're working with tournament director Ryan Laybell. See if we can get that done. Baskins and Parker is the game that a lot of folks are asking to see.
Yeah,
we'll see
I'd
if
like
we
to see
can
it myself.
Pull that off.
And you know, he'd love to get on center court.
He'd love to get back out here on the carpet. Heck yeah. See what else is going on. Let's do a little catch up in bracket D. Sebastian Barger up 20-18 over Steve Smith. David Riley awaits the winner of that one in D. In C, Wiley Chambers 18-15 over Sammy Van Sickle. Craig Irvin awaits the winner of that one.
And then B is going to be Douglas Parker and Kobe Baskins to move on to the final 8.
Yeah. And we have basically established our final 8 participants here. It'll be Nate Stevens and Drew Waking. Yeah, we got a minute.
Oh, my goodness.
We're going to have a minute. We're going to be here a minute.
Yes, we are.
400-plus singles players continue to get whittled down. We'll get into a final bracket of 8 here in just a little while. If you've got the time, we've got the cornhole. That's fact. So South Bend, Indiana never disappoints.
No.
Here in the shadow of Notre Dame, who won today on the college gridiron. Finn, the loudmouth for the ACO. Philip Barnett, the Mississippi Ninja, is always proud to bring you the best seats in the house right here center court. Again, a couple of things coming up here. Let's go back and go run through this schedule real quick again for those who may have missed it, where we plan to be throughout the rest of the season. Fresno, California, December 6 and 7. Dallas on December 13 and 14, and also December 13 and 14, Concord, North Carolina, at Carolina Courts. December 20 and 21, ACO Fort Smith, our first trek into Fort Smith, Arkansas. Looking forward to that one. And then we turn the calendar year and turn up the heat on the Pro Series skins with a $10,000 purse. Ready to roll on that one January 2, 3, and 4 in the ACO Owensboro Super Major. January 10 and 11, Beloit, Wisconsin. 24 and 25, Knoxville, Tennessee. We wrap up January and fold over into February. ACO Medford is going to be our second major there. And then on Valentine's Day weekend, the City for Lovers, the carpet capital of the universe, that would be Dalton, Georgia. Then we move on to Clarksville, Tennessee, Tulsa, Oklahoma, a preview of the World Championships. That same weekend, we will be off to the ACO Europe. We're going to be in Birmingham, UK, in the England area, Bentonville, England area, in England. Bentonville, Arkansas, Peoria, Illinois, back to Shreveport, Bossier for another Pro Series. That's number 4. Toledo, Upland, California, back to Dallas, Duluth, Minnesota, Mobile, Alabama, SoapFi Major in Chicago, Illinois, Kent, Margaritaville, Auburndale, Florida, and then Branson Convention Center, Branson to finish off the season with
there
a
you go. You got it, man. That was a mouthful.
All right, that's what we're going to do. We're going to take a break. We're going to wrap up these brackets. When the final 8 gets seeded and put together in a final bracket, we will be ready to go for you here. Finn the Loudmouth for the ACO. Stick around. Go grab yourself a cold one, or as I mentioned, secure yourself a warm one and spend the rest of the evening with us. Throw us up on the big screen. If you've got us up on the YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe. Hit that bell for notifications. We will be back with the final bracket of 8 and crown ourselves a singles world champ here in.
Hold on before you go. Breaking news.
But Baskin's up 7-0 over Doug Parker.
On Douglas
That's
Parker.
why we're going to wait and see. It'll be a big mystery to those who aren't paying attention to Scoreholio
11,
as we return here in just a few on the ACO Digital Network.
The American Cornhole Organization, the sanctioning body and authority on cornhole since 2005. Scan now to get active, stay active, and compete at any skill level. Join the ACO family now at AmericanCornhole.com.